Ninjas, GageO here again, and we have another review for all of you today. We have a Transformers Prime First Edition Terrorcon Cliffjumper. Now, I guess you couldn't technically say it's a First Edition because Terrorcon Cliffjumper is just a repaint of the First Edition mold and is no longer a First Edition. However, let's just go with it, right? Terrorcon Cliffjumper, instead of the First Edition mold, has a bunch of purple and like damage done to him to represent that he has been charged with dark energeon and such like that. He's basically identically the same exact mold, and so I wanted to get my hands on a First Edition mold of Cliffjumper just to compare him to my other one, and I still like my other one a little bit better than this. However, this one still is pretty cool, so we should transform him to get everything all started and ready to rock, because that's how we roll up in here. So we want to get his legs separated up in here from the bumper and from his hands and such. And kind of just move the bumper up here, and kind of we're starting to move everything apart here. So flip these up like this. Whoop. Flip that up like that. So we have the bumper section and his legs. The bumper section, you flip these little pieces in like so. And you move this up like that. Be careful because I broke this. There's like a little crack up in there. I don't know, you probably can't see it, but I did break that by accident, so be careful. Don't force this. Ginger. Anyway, you move these joints inward like so. You kind of just pull it out, move it in down like that. And what you do is you move his foot like so. You close it around it. And don't forget to flip that little purple part in. Don't forget to flip the little window in. I forgot about that. So that'll all attach together like so. That'll meet and marry like that. And then up here, you're going to separate that. And that's going to pop out from his chest like so. For his chest like so. And then what you want to do is, since you got all this all set and ready, you're going to want to twist. But in order to do that, you're going to want to remove that waist piece, twist it around like so. Alright, now we got some business going. So you're going to flip his head up like that. Then you're going to want to flip this shoulder piece up, move his arm out so you can get his shoulder working here. That'll close for his arm and such like that. You just kind of move that, separate that, twist that down, flip that up. Move that around like so. Part of his arm. Like that. And then we'll get this piece. It's supposed to like tuck in there, I guess, and separate the chest better, I suppose, but it doesn't. Just kind of makes it worse. Let me see here. What am I doing wrong? Oh, this is stuck. Okay, that's why. Okay. Doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. It'll kind of stay there, but it won't. Just, you know, don't try to force it like I am, because you'll break it. Like I probably almost just did. Anyway, flip his head down so that it's kind of flush, and so that the backpack can come up and meet up with it back here. Because there's a peg in the hood. His head is really on a stiff joint, so that's why I'm having trouble to line it up just perfect. There we are. And then what you do after that is his headlights will come around to the front from the back, and they'll kind of hold his chest a little bit better. Like that. So they'll kind of grip onto that, pull his chest apart, which is really nice, which allows that to tuck in, which allows you to see his zombie face, which allows you to have your First Edition Cliffjumper transformed. Boom. Let's take a look, shall we? Okay, First Edition Cliffjumper. Fabulous head sculpt. I love it. It is zombie Cliffjumper, totally to the max. It's very nice. The only reason why I like this more than the RID mold is because of what it is, and not because of how it is. I like the RID mold a little bit better, but this is very cool. Very, very cool. And obviously, just like the other mold, you can swing his hands around and get yourself some blaster cannon. Like Cliffjumper, just like the first edition mold without all the crazy zombie parts. Yes, I love it. Now, this one obviously doesn't come with the little crystal piece of dark energeon that shoves in this part of his chest that barely fits anyway. So I guess in all reality, you're only missing out on a piece and a box. You're just missing out on one piece in a box compared to the special set that goes for this. Otherwise, usually I don't think you're going to see these anywhere else other than Toys R Us. Other parts of the country like Target and Walmart might stock them, but up here in the Midwest of the United States, it's not very common to see them at anywhere but Toys R Us for the first edition molds. The one thing I do have a problem is these shoulders are kind of these don't like the joint that goes down and into the shoulder does not lock in anywhere, so it flies like all over the place. So he's like flapping all over the place. But other than that, that's the only problem I have with it. This mold's really nice. I can see how people say that the RAD and this mold is just swapped, like the legs are boxy and the other one, the arms are boxy, and then I can understand that. But for all in all intents and purposes, this is a pretty cool first edition toy. I'd recommend if you guys see it, definitely pick it up, grab it. I managed picking it up this last Christmas because I saw them come in, and I definitely wanted to pick it up. I know we're in February and I'm just reviewing it now, but it's still a really cool toy. It's still probably around in some stores, or it's probably still at the Hasbro store. So regardless, try to pick it up if you like the Cliffjumper mold. This is definitely a cool addition to your Cliffjumpers or anything like that. If you don't have a Cliffjumper, get this one because it's zombie Cliffjumper and, well, zombies, and Cliffjumper is pretty cool. So, this is GageO with another review. More reviews to come, guys. More Transformers and Beyblades. And also stay tuned for the close-ups at the end. So, this is GageO saying peace out and bye!